Happy Friday. This is Shell. This is my second live and I'm daring myself to come on here again. So I am, if you don't know, I am a traveling branding, portrait, and lifestyle photographer. So this year I am not going to just be showing my work and hiding, putting myself out there and showing you guys the person behind the business and the brand. And one of my goals was to empower and inspire on this Instagram account. And I thought, well, if I'm going to be someone that empowers and inspires, then I should probably put myself out there and not hide. So I thought today I would share some frequently asked questions, and I have a couple that are kind of related. And one that I get all the time is, did you go to school for photography? Where did you go? Did you always know you wanted to be a photographer? And I will be honest with you, I used to get really self-conscious about those questions. I actually hated when people would ask me that because I did not go to school for it. I didn't major in it. I didn't go to college for it. And I used to be really self-conscious about that. But I've been in business for 10 years now. So I feel like my confidence is a little bit better because I've been doing it for 10 years. But did I know I wanted to be a photographer? I was always a super creative and imaginative kid. I did not have the confidence to say I'm going to be a photographer when I grow up, or an artist. I longed and yearned to feel like I was a part of an artist community, but I never had the confidence to declare that for myself. My business actually came about kind of by luck. I would say my business came to me. I didn't actually pursue it. And I'll tell you a little bit about how that happened. I guess I'll tell you guys how it happened. Okay, so I grew up in a pretty wealthy, artsy town, but my family had no money to put me in any art classes or anything. And if you ask any of my family members, I was extremely imaginative, like lived and breathed my imagination. I woke up and went to bed. The whole day was spent like putting on shows, putting on productions, drawing, painting, making crazy voices. And all of my family to this day teases me about this, because if you were in my vicinity, you were going to be a part of my storyline. So, and I did photography and stuff like that growing up. But my parents and my family did not have the money to put me in any kind of creative classes or anything. So I just used what I had. And when I was in high school, as you get older, you kind of, some kids have the confidence, but I still didn't have the confidence to like declare that I was a creative person or anything. And I would say, so then I graduated high school. When everybody else was going off to college, I decided I wanted to put that off and travel the world first. So I got a backpack and I backpacked all around the world. I lived in Hawaii for a little bit. And when I got back, I decided I was ready to go to college. But as much as my heart really wanted to major in like an arts major, I couldn't do it because it was so sacred to me. And I could not imagine having like a professor critique my work. I was kind of sensitive, and I couldn't imagine critiquing someone else's work. And I couldn't imagine, I don't know, it just sounded like I didn't want to put this sacred thing in that kind of format. So I majored in cultural anthropology because of my love of travel and world cultures. And also secretly, I never told anyone this at the time, I fantasized about being a National Geographic photographer. So I thought, well, maybe if I major in cultural anthropology, that would be like my path to that, to capturing faces around the world. Well, graduated college and got married and had a baby, and all of a sudden traveling to third world countries didn't sound so good anymore. I wanted to be home with my baby. I will say this, I was with my husband for about 7 years, and he, from the get-go, from the moment we met, he told me I was a photographer, like told me that, and I did not believe him. And he bought me stuff. We didn't have any money, we were scraping by, but would like try to encourage me in different ways to be a photographer, and I didn't see it. I did have a situation a life-changing situation after I had my firstborn. I won't get into that right now. That's another story, but where I was able to be creative, and I started a greeting card business with my artwork. And at the time I had a blog associated with that greeting card business, and then I had my second son, and I started posting on my blog my kids' pictures. We had no money, but my husband went to Costco and bought me a digital camera. For us, it was a very nice camera. For other people, it was like the bottom camera, you know. It wasn't like a professional camera, but so I took a introduction to digital photography class online through a community college. And that's when I started kind of sharing more of my photography. I was kind of sharing my my watercolor art because I had this greeting card business and I was, you know, putting it out there, but not my photography. Well, I started sharing my photography on my blog, and other moms started asking me if I would please take their kids' pictures. And I was like, I guess I will. And I was on manual mode just from that introduction class. And then they would tell their friends, and Facebook had just come out. So they were posting their pictures on Facebook. So before I knew it, it was like it snowballed, and I was like booked for the year. And I charged from the get-go, but I just kept increasing my prices because I was getting so booked. And I took all the money that I would earn from each session, and then I'd put it back into, you know, my business, which I got a website for my photography, and then I got a nicer camera. But I will say something too, because I want to inspire you guys. I would be so embarrassed when I would go, my first year, I did a ton of shoots, and I was so embarrassed by my camera because it was this, all my clients had a better camera, and they would say, like, what camera are you using? And I would be like, oh my gosh, please don't ask me what camera I'm using. I'm proud of that now, but I was just terrified for people to like ask me, what camera are you using? You know, I'm telling you this to inspire you because you don't need all the stuff. You don't need all the crazy gear. You just need to practice and have the will and drive to want to do it. And after that first year, I had saved up every cent. I've never taken any money out of our personal account. I saved every cent, and I put it into a better camera, bought some nice lenses slowly. Like, you know, I didn't just go out and buy a bunch of nice lenses. It was like a slow progression, but it's been 10 years now. Oh, and like that first year was crazy because I was winning awards, and I had to stop my greeting card business. I actually had to stop that whole other business because the photography business like took over. So it was kind of a crazy story. I did not know I was going to have this business, and I didn't know it was going to be going this long. So I'm so thrilled because I love it so much. So I just feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you guys for being here. Aw, now I'm reading all your comments. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Right now, I am in the middle of putting together some free resources and also a course, and I'm not sure what the course is. I put a survey out to see what you guys were interested in, and there are so many different responses. Some want to learn the photography business, which is so fun for me. I love teaching marketing and all that. Some people want to get better at photography. Some people just want to take pictures of their kids and don't want to learn the technical stuff. Some people want to take their own branding photos. All of that sounds super fun. Some people want to mastermind. They just want to have a place where they can state their goals and achieve their goals with a group. That sounds super fun. So I'm still figuring that out. In the meantime, I've decided to come up with some freebies and some free resources. I will keep you updated. But what I was going to say is if you join my newsletter, there's a link in my profile. I will be posting what course I am coming up with and also my free resources. And on that newsletter, I always try to put a little photo tip in there and my travel schedule. So anyways, thank you guys so much for taking the time today and hanging out with me. I'm so glad I survived. You guys aren't scary after all. The anticipation. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, seriously, coming on here. Anyways, take care, have a great rest of your Friday. Anyways, bye guys.